Hey folks, good morning. Welcome to Coffee and Crafts with John on Programs. What a day so far. What a day so far. I actually was just telling Dorcel offline, I was up most of the night last night. We had a big fire happen at work. Not an actual fire, but like my work was burning up to about 4 o'clock. So I'm way off kilter. I didn't get the videos pre-scheduled like I normally do. So things are just kind of one tick off again today. We'll see how that works out for us with everything else. But with that said, those of you who made it back over here without the notification that came late this morning, I appreciate you for sure. And those of you who came to to the daily paycheck today, also, you guys are awesome. I put the notice out for that thing about 5 minutes before I went live out there. So let's actually take a minute here and review where we are with the daily paycheck. I'm going to go ahead and switch over to the other view here. We've been playing Skill and Luck's 330 Surprise, which is it's kind of a fun strategy. When I first saw it, I was like, oh God, there's so much money out there. You know, it's like there's 400 on the 4 and the 10 lay, $800 plus 330 inside. I'm like, oh my God, that's terrible, you know? And the first day, it was terrible. The first day we ran that strategy, I started out with back-to-back 10s and put us in an $800 hole to start with. We had a point 7'd out, and then I had to come out 4, another 0.7 out, and a come out 10, I think, after that. So like the first 5-6 rolls, we were out $2,000 almost. That thing fought all the way back. It fought back good for us. It's a neat strategy, right? In that first phase, it's a lot of money, but we're trying to get in the game. Basically, you're looking for the 330 inside to be the thing that hits, right? It gives you the 110. Then your phase 2 is let's take the 110 and put it on the fell, take the 4 and 10 lay back. And once those lay bets are off, now you're just playing craps, basically covered, right? You can take the 110 that you made and go out there with 66, 88, or I'm doing it with 110 to kind of jumpstart the process. And it's worked out pretty well. The last couple of days we've done pretty good. That getting to goal happens pretty quick. 15 to 20 rolls, if you can get them, works pretty well. The first day we lost, like I said, $2,400 total in the lay bet losses. And that thing fought back to only lose $900 that day. So I think it did pretty well. It did well for itself. I was very happy with it. Here's the totals. For the week, we're 3-1. Again, one loss was enormous. We lost $900 that one day, but we fought back 3 days in a row, made $500 thereabouts, right? So now we're up 663 for the week. We have a 13% win for the week with this thing. This is the problem. And Victor, I'm sure will jump on my rear end for saying this. This is the problem with going stop loss 0. In this case, we're a stop loss 50%. But you can see if you're doing a daily paycheck like this, right, where you're winning 500, 500, 500, when you lose one, it's a soul crusher. Like losing one, you need 3 back-to-back wins just to get back to where you should have been on the first day. Like it really sets you back, as you can see here. So 3 wins it takes to recover the loss and get you back where you ought to have been after that first one. So daily paycheck, I love doing this every day. It's fun to do it. There's no way in hell you can win $500 every single day guaranteed, which is the way a paycheck has to work, right? There's almost no way to do it without an unlimited bankroll and huge ass table limits. So it's proving to me, when I see the strategies, let's actually switch over and look at the strategy real quick. I'm going to switch my screen. Give me a second to do that. We're going to go here and let's take a look at where we have been so far. Okay. Let's look at the summary page here. So far, again, closing out a week here, the 3-point Johnny won money, right? It won $440. Not a lot, but like the skill and luck strategy, we went 3-2 that week, right? 3-2. We won 3, we lost 2, and we're basically at the end of the week with 1 daily paycheck, not 5 like we should have had. That makes it, like I said, making a living grinding it out is really hard. The wedge got destroyed. I lost $5,000 over the course of the week. Basically what we do is we start out the week with a $5,000 bankroll and hope that we can kind of keep making that 10% every day. The wedge got destroyed, just bad series of rolls. The come ladder, my favorite strategy, one of my favorite strategies, won a 46% goal, right? The goal for a week is 40% or 50% over 5 days, but you want 10% each day. That one actually did it. The Bank Street, again, Bank Street depends on the 4s and 10s outpacing the 7s and it did not do it. That thing got killed that week. The traveling lay last week, we had 2 nice wins. 3 times we just got smoked and we lost $5K. We lost over our whole bankroll that week. And this week here, again, we're 3-1. We're 75% win rate. Just like the 3-point Johnny, the 330 surprise, lost big once, won what it should have won 3 times, and we did okay. We did just okay with it. I think the aberration, the loss that we took in that strategy was so bad. Here it is. Here's the 330 surprise tallies. The first day losing $1,000. Again, you're not going to typically hit 5 4s and 10s on the come out like we did that day. It just was awful timing. We still fought back, and I'm proud of it for fighting back. The rest of the week, relatively easy sailing, right? We had one day it took us almost 40 rolls to get there, but today 14 rolls we were done. Caught a good roller out of the gate, and it was cool. So skill and luck has a good point here, right? And here's the thing: if I continued on, let it continue, it would have won more, right? We could have kept playing that thing, right, and won another $1,000, or another $500. What I'm doing though with the paycheck is I'm stopping it at 500 because, and maybe I'm wrong about this. Let's go back to the other screen. Let's go back over here. Maybe I'm wrong in my thinking here, but what I'm trying to make it do, the daily paycheck, is to say, can I consistently win $500, right? That's the thing. Can I consistently go in there, win $500? Because the people who say they're professional gamblers, that's what they say they do. They go every day, small win goal, repeat, right? I'm a 20% player. I say it all the time. I've never tried to go 5 days a week and win even 10% like this every single day and see if it's possible. It is possible to win more than you lose. You can see most of those things are 3-2, they're 4-1, they're 4-0, whatever. They're winning more than they're losing, but I'm capping the win goals at 500. My losses are not capped, right? So, and again, I believe strongly that you need your whole bankroll sometimes to fight back, to give yourself the room to fight back. But one loss sets you back, So if you look at like numbers of wins you need versus the number of losses you can sustain, it's really hard to grind it out. So anyway, that's the lesson we're learning. We're learning that, yes, these strategies win more than they lose, but monetarily, if you're gonna not pull back and keep going, you have a shot at it. This is sort of the impetus for my whole discussion this week about the tiered strategy, right? And the tiering strategy is basically what we're talking about. And today was a good example, right? You win your goal, you win your $500, lock it up. I had $116, whatever left over. In a tiered strategy, you go back out, same strategy with your excess profits, replay it again, quote unquote, for free. We could have done that today, right? I had 616 in the rack, right? Which means I had 116. So I could have gone back out there at 110 with that excess profit and restarted the whole process. That's the tiered strategy. Do it, get your goal, same bet it, get your goal a second time, increase the numbers. That's the tiered strategy. Today's a good example of a time where you would have done that and it would have been the right play and it would have been okay to do it. Lessons learned. I think this daily paycheck thing is teaching, hopefully all of us, me specifically, a lot about longevity with strategies and about how to approach those win goals. And when you get the $500, you should walk. What you should do is lock the 500, play aggressively with the excess. That's the big thing. I've been saying that for years. The excess profit is where that second tier comes skill. So I think that's what I would say about that. All right, let's jump into the other stuff here. Let me switch over to the other view, and we'll do our come out roll. So a couple things to note here, and one thing is not on screen. First things to note is the Friday night fight. Now, I'm not going to be there for this. Chris from Dice DGen has said he will deal, which is great. I just need a box person to help him out. That's going to be Alfredo versus Craig from Old Bay Craps. Should be a good one. I know Alfredo can be an aggressive bettor. I've seen him bet conservative. I've seen him bet aggressive. It's going to be fun to see those two duke it out a little bit. The second thing, which is not on here, which is the Chris Sideshow Gamble and Chiro Midmo Yo Battle Royale number 5 over here on the screen has to happen this week. Now, the problem is I'm gone tonight and tomorrow night. I'm going to be traveling. I'm helping Zachary, my son, move from apartment to new city. So I won't be there to deal it out. Now, I thought about this, and let's actually take a quick poll out here. Let me give me a second to pull this up. If I go to studio, or no, YouTube.com. Give me a second here to pull this up. I want to ask you a poll in chat because I really want to get your sense of how this would feel for you. So give me a second here to get this up. It takes a hot minute to get it going. I got to make sure I pause this too. Pause that. And the poll is going to be, come on, let's go enter a new poll. How do I do that? Engage with my audience. Okay, start a poll. Okay, start a poll. The poll question is going to be Crapsy or live. So we're going to say Crapsy or live. That's your two choices. I'm putting that out in the poll in the chat right now. You can answer the poll question for me. Now, what I want to know is this. I could go to Oregon and help Zach move and be there tonight. I can bring my computer and we could do the whole battle royale with Chris and Chiro tonight live at a regular time, like 6 o'clock. And I can use Crapsy to do all the betting. You won't see both of their bets, but I'll be calling them out. And I'll roll dice locally on a table. It won't be a craps table. I still roll more Yahtzee dice than regular dice, and we can do the whole thing. It'll still be me random rolling. It'll still be them two talking. It'll be a Crapsy view instead of my table view. That's option one. Option two is we wait, or I find another dealer to do it. We can probably get Jeff or somebody else to come out there and deal the whole thing tonight and have them be the dealer instead of me. That's your options. John on Crapsy or somebody else doing it with a live roll. So you tell me. We'd like to have that thing done tonight if we could. We'd like to have it done tonight because tomorrow night's gonna be Friday Night Fights. It looks like the lives have it. Nobody wants to see it on Crapsy, but probably a couple of people. 82% want to see it done live. So there's my answer. unless that changes in the next few minutes. I'm seeing the kind of the graph go there. Unless it changes in the next few minutes, I'll find a dealer and we'll have them do it live on a real table. And that'll be it for tonight. They're doing it tonight, by the way. If they do it, it's going to be a a King of the Mountain style. They've done light side, they've done dark side, they've done hybrid. Now they're going to do King of the Mountain. And then, of course, at Casino Quest, they're going to do a 30-roll standard roll yourself challenge. So, going to be awesome. So, Waylon's Way, Craps says, it's easier and faster with Crapsy. Duracell says Crapsy, but 80% of the other people say no, they want to see it live. So the only downside to Crapsy, by the way, the biggest downside for Crapsy for me tonight would be me doing it from Oregon, not on my rolls would not be on a live table. My rolls would be like literally not these, but fake dice done at the kitchen, right? So it wouldn't be nearly as official. And I think for what they're doing, it should be an official roll. I think it should be an official roll. So, yeah, I don't know how else I know Duracell. The problem with again, when we're doing head-to-head, the difference is this. Last night, LFC does a great job. They do a great job switching tables. We're doing person A versus person B on these things. You got to see both their bets at the same time. Otherwise, it's weird for the viewer to have us switch back and forth with the Crapsy view. They're going to have it where we can see that. So as soon as they release that, we'll probably switch over to Crapsy for most of these head-to-head battles. In the meantime, we're going to just deal it out. All right, there we go. Let's go into what else is next. What else is next? What else is next is Craps for the Cure. No new announcements today other than this. So crapsforthecure.com, I can show you the lineup, but it hasn't really changed. Wager Me This is going to be joining us now for sure. I'm not sure what time, but he's going to join us Saturday morning, most likely. He's put his felt up for auction. He's got a felt from a casino in Biloxi where he's signed it, which is really cool for us. He'll be there with us, of course. Tony Leo's going to be there. Let's see. Michael Feldman's going to be there on Craps Chat Friday night. DGE, Charlie's going to be with us. I'm not sure when. He may be there the whole night. He may be there just in the morning. We don't know what his schedule is going to be yet. What else about Craps for the Cure that I want to say? Nothing really new other than that. The auction stuff is out there. You can take a look at the auction items. Dice Dr. Dan's new auction's coming. And, I know what the new thing is. I had everybody film a video. Now, if you go to Discord, go to casinogaming.tv, hit our Discord channel. In the Craps for the Cure channel on Discord, I put in the paragraph, okay? If you're interested in doing it, read the paragraph on film. Put yourself on camera, selfie it up, or rather have you landscape if you can do it. Read the paragraph, insert your family member's name if you feel like you want to. And we're going to stitch together a couple of PSAs, a couple of public service announcements about cancer. It's a paragraph that I wrote that I think reads well. If you're interested in doing that, we'd love to have your voice as part of the show. I think it's important that we all get involved in it, and that's a way that even if you're not a YouTuber, you can get in there and do that. So it'd be kind of cool. I think, yeah, we got a couple of days to get it done. If you can get it done today or tomorrow, I can get it to the film producer. I hired somebody at Fiverr to actually help us out and do this thing because I can't get it stitched out myself. So yeah, I'd love to have you do that. I'd love to have you all involved in that. It looks really cool. Ian has seen it. Jen has seen it. The video looks great. I'm pretty excited about it. So, all right. Duracell says, check my P's and C's. What did my PC say? PC. Here's a good one from Duracell. Is KD, King Dice, going to make an appearance on Craps for the Cure, presented by ProCraps? I hate the presented by ProCraps. You know that. What's funny is you're saying PC or KD and PC head to head. I don't know why he didn't like me. I mean, honest to God, I have nothing against him at all, really. I think he's fine. I have made some comments about, people selling lessons in their garage, which maybe he doesn't like so much, but whatever, I don't care. To me, it's a charity event, right? If he wants to come on the charity event and do it with me, I think that would be great. Funny Duracell, get out of my head kind of thing. I reached out to him yesterday and said, hey, on Facebook, are you interested in doing this? So I'm waiting to hear back from him, actually. I actually reached out yesterday to see if he'd want to do it. I think it'd be kind of fun to have him on there and pick his brain a little bit, throw a little bit with him. And again, not like to try and prove he can't do it or anything. It's just to throw. Let's just get on the table and throw and bet and play together and just be dudes. Like, I think a lot of times people have these huge personalities and there's misconceptions about what people are actually like in real life. I like to have him out there and chat with him. Charlie, the same thing. When you all meet Charlie from Drunk Guy Explains, there's this mythos about Charlie. He's nothing like what you think he is. Like when you meet him, he's just high energy, dude, fun, great guy. He's awesome. He's awesome. He's just a really, really good dude. I have a feeling that King Dice is a lot of personality on camera, and I think he's probably a different person in person. I'd like to meet him and hang out and do a thing, and again, raise some money. Let's bring his crew over here and let them raise money. I will totally go against him. Who said that? Somebody out here said, on point, me and him head to head. Sure, I'd roll off with him. I'd play with him. Like I said, let's just do it. Let's go out there and have some fun. So definitely the offer's out there, and I'd love to have him with us. So text us, where, I'm guessing you're saying, where is it? What I'm asking you for is this. Let me go to the screen. Let me go over here to the other screen. Hold on 1 second. Let's go to that screen. Give me a minute to open Discord up and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Because if you want to do this, I think it'd be really cool. Give me a second here to get this up. You get to see my green screen, how I do the show here. Come on. Discord, of course, is doing an update as I launch it. Oh my God, this is taking so long. Yeah, the par throw versus the chopper for sure. Why is Discord taking like 9 years to get loaded? It did a little update and the little guy is spinning. See, it's just spinning, starting. It'll be up in a minute. A grudge match between DGE and KD, who don't necessarily have the greatest of relationships. But again, for charity, why not? Discord is trying really hard to load itself. There we go. All right, if you're in Discord, here's what I want you to do. You're gonna go to the Casino Gaming TV channel. Once that loads up, you're gonna head down here on the left-hand side to Craps for the Cure. Again, it's being super slow. I got it, your update, whatever. Craps for the Cure, right here. Wow, look how long this is taking. Geez, Lou. And here it is. This is the blurb. If you read this blurb right here and film yourself reading it and then upload it to this Google Drive, I have the video editors that will splice us together and make the commercial. So if you're interested in doing it, no pressure, right? If you want to read this blurb in here, film yourself doing it, landscape mode on your phone if you can. We'll get it uploaded and we'll get that thing part of the thing. Again, it's not just for me and all the YouTubers to do this. So I'd like to have all y'all in there as well. So there it is. Get after it if you want to. I think it'd be kind of a cool thing to have a whole bunch of people doing that. So there it is. Let's go play some craps, shall we? Let's go back. Let's go back and do a little bit of tier pressure with some different bets. And I'm actually gonna I'm gonna throw a bone out there today, and we're gonna go ahead and play some Victor style. We're gonna go ahead and do a little bit of pass line with odds, some 6 and 8. Let's play some low house edge stuff with the tier pressure idea behind it. Okay, let me go to the table and we'll explain it as we go. Give me a second here to get that loaded up. And let's see, we're gonna go here. All right. Let's bring the roll track enterer thing over here and we'll start playing it out. So what I'm gonna do is, we'll put a few $100 in our rack. Doesn't really matter how much is in there. This is more of a exercise than a gameplay simulator today. But what I'm gonna do is simple. We're gonna go ahead and take about the same amount of risk everywhere. We're gonna take a $10 pass line and we're gonna do max odds. We're gonna go five. We'll say we're at a 5X table. That's the whole thing, right? Up on the 6 and 8, we're just gonna do $30 on the 6 and 8, and that's it. And what I'm looking for, just like the other strategy, when I go with my full hardcore across strategy, I'm looking for it to be able to make enough money to go back out there again, okay? The 250 across, when it works on the 6 roll system that I have, that will make us about 750 or $800. It makes about 3 times in total what your spread is. It actually doubles itself up. Okay, so here we have 30, 60, 70, and 5. So it's 120 on the felt, right? Is that right? 50, 60, 120. So this thing needs to make 240. Make 240, not just make 120. When it does that, we pull it down and go back out, and we go back out at 1 level up. So it'll be 60, 60, 20 with 100 nods. When it does its thing again, and again, higher levels mean higher profits, we're gonna go out there again with 90, 90, 30, and 150. We're just gonna keep leveling up. It's basically an up and pull kind of a system. So what you need here is to kind of track your bets a little bit and know when are we gonna be at 240 in profit. I'll probably do a little bit of sister pressing in here to get these guys up a little bit. Hopefully we get some pass line wins and make it work that way. I'm not gonna spread out to the 5. I'm not gonna grab the field. I'm not gonna turn it into like a 6, 7, 8 sort of thing. I could go here with it, actually, do a 6, 7, 8 kind of thing. We're just gonna play the pass line as it properly should be played and the 6 and 8. That's it. We're gonna go low house edge, see if it works out. Follow the puck here. Of course, that is the puck there. So let's get it done. Let's go ahead and get the puck off. Let's get our dice rolling, and we'll see if we can't make some money the low house edge way. And right away, we start off good with a 5-2-7. That pays down there. It's a 5-2-7. Let's get that marked in. Come out 7 winner. Normally, what I like to do is stack up the win so I can get bigger odds in the back. Okay. Today, I'm just gonna do a same bet on that, bring that back to the rack. We're just gonna do the bare minimum down here, let those guys do the pressing. There's aces, so we lose that right away. It comes right back and it goes bye-bye. Luckily we won, and it goes back out again. Did I put the aces in? I did not. 1-1. And what I'll do is I'll keep track separately here of the loss amounts. I'll keep resetting bets from the bank. All right, good. 6-3-9. That's our point. 6-3-9. Let's do 5x odds. So $50. $50 will win us 75. Remember, it pays 3-2. Win 75 back there. Our point's going to be 9. Now we're looking to between these bets. We had 120 out there. I need to get 120 back in the rack and another 120. So we got to win 240 here through the course of play. Let's hope we can avoid the 7. We're like the 250 across that I play, 100% exposed. There's no coverage, there's no don't comes, there's no nothing here. We're just gonna play pure right side and hope that we can avoid this right there. We hope we can avoid the 5-2-7. That's a bummer. 5-2-7 sucks. What do we lose? 60, 70, and 50, 120. So what I'm gonna do is take $120. I'm gonna put it here in front of the rack. We'll just line up our losses. Can you all see that? Yeah, line the losses up in front. If we win, we'll pay the bank back. But we're really just kind of looking to see how often we can pull it off. It's less about the full bankroll, more about win rates and rhythm. All right, 1, 2, 3. There's an ace deuce. So we lose in the come out. There's our loss, come out loss. So I'll put that down here as kind of just a note to self kind of thing. Those will equal out. There's a 4, 3, 7. So we lost 10, we win 10. You're essentially even there. That's gonna largely be better for us over here. I'll leave the odds down there, by the way, just for visuals. Of course, they aren't active when we're coming out. There's a 6, a 4, 2, 6. All right, sweet. Come out 6, 4, 2. There's no need to have the place bet 6 out here. We got our $50 in odds, 50 to win 60 down there. I'm just gonna pick a number. I'm just gonna go to the side that it was on and keep my bet level at the same. We're gonna stay at $30. I'm not gonna pull the 5 back. It doesn't make any sense. This will just be on a better pay schedule. All right, we have a 6. Let's make some money, hopefully. There it is. We get a 6 right away. Instant repeater. That's fantastic. That's a 5 and a 1, the mixer. So we're gonna get paid down here. Let's keep track of our payments, right? There's 50, $60 for the odds down there. And we have $10 that won on the flat bet. That's gonna come right back to the rack. There's 1, okay? I'm gonna move this back over to the 6 just to kind of keep it where it should be. As you know, I like to press in here as we go. I'm not gonna do it just yet. We'll pull the odds down for visuals. I won't press this until we have the full recovery. Then we'll press the whole thing up. Again, all this is one bet. Whalen style, right? It's all one bet. All right, now we have an 8. 6, 2, 8. Next point's gonna be an 8, a 6 and a 2. I'm gonna mark that up and move the 8 to the 9. Just like so. $50 in odds. Same trip as the 6. Right? Lowest house edges we can play, right? The 6, the point, and again, these aren't the best house edge, but I'm gonna make them part of our system. The 8's been marked? Yes. Here we go. Let's make cash. 5, 1, 6. All right, 5 and a 1. And again, my assertion out here is this. We're gonna take the 6 that pays $35. We have 2 ways to play it out, okay? 2 ways to do it. One, like the across, I can full press the number and look for an instant repeat. The second option is to take the other one up, and I wanna play the whole $35 basically, right? I can either go all in on this one or split it between. I'm gonna go all in on the one that hit. I'm gonna do that. Stack it up and try and accelerate the wins if I can, okay? 5, 1, 6 marked up. And it's just a play style thing for me. Full press, and we're gonna be completely caution to the wind. Just need a couple hits, right? There's an 8, that's awesome. So again, repeater, shooter hot, 6, 2, 8, hit the point. That's great news. That's gonna pay 10 flat and 60 in odds. Let's see where we are, or 70, or 50, yeah, you know what, I actually owe myself $10, right? 50 pays, 5 pays 6, there we go. I don't. All right, this comes back to the rack. Now, where's the rack? I told you we had to be at 140 in the rack. Right, let's get ourselves set. So here's how we do this. I go 120 bucks. There's 120. That's our initial spread was 120. What I've got in the rack still is 50, 65 bucks in the rack. Actually, 75 bucks in the rack. We're not quite there yet. I want 120, my money back. I want 120 out here, and I want my money, I want my profit center to be also 120. Then I can go out here at 240. That makes sense? Let's get a new point. Puck's off. Puck is off. Let's get a new point. I'll explain it to you in a second. If I can get there. 5. Be nice to make it like happen one time, if we could, and then we can lose with glory later on. All right, go to the 5, activate the 8, and from my play stack, $50 in odds. Here we go. Here we go. Let's get something good here to pay us off. We got an 8. Yeah, that's awesome. All right. So we're close. 6, 2, 8. That pays 35. And like the 6, we're gonna do a full press of the 8. Make it look like 60. Now, If I look at my rack and what I have out here, again, we're looking for that goal of 120 total. I have 60, 120 out here on the 6 and the 8. We already have our 120. That would be our profit 120 plus this. So we technically made it. We technically made our number. I'm gonna let this hand play itself out. I really should pull these bets back and set the rack that way. We're not gonna do it. We're gonna leave this out here for right now. You know what? Let's let it play out. I'm gonna let it play out. It's the strategy. One more hit here on either of those and we're out. And then I'll hopefully explain how the rack looks. There's a 5. So far, we are crushing the point today. Wow, that's fantastic. There's 75 bucks on our odds back there, which is great, plus our flat bet. Now let's put this in the rack and see now where we actually are. Take these wins and put them in up here. Our wins look like 75. There's 100. I'm gonna make that look like a green chip. There's 100 and 15 bucks. Essentially, it's 120, right? We have our initial 120 back. We have about 120 sitting here. If I take these two back down to base, which just for a second, you'll see that we're there. We have our initial bankroll. We have our 120 out here on the floor and extra profit. What we're gonna do now is tier up. This is the tier pressure side of things. These go up to a level. We're gonna take our wins. We're gonna make that look like 20 bucks now. We're gonna take this win stack and use that to make everything go up a whole level. We're gonna tier it up one level up. Now we're at 60, 60, 20, and back there we're gonna get back 100 nods. So we take our wins, use the wins right here to play more aggressively. That's what I wanna do. All right, let's get a new point. Hopefully we can keep this trend going, right? This is 6, 4, 10. We're right on it. And again, 100 bucks in odds. We're using only profits to tier up. Only profits are tiering us up. We're having a great day on the pass line. That's awesome. This is one of those days where we're in a good trend here. So 20 and 100 behind the line, 60 and 60 as our starting bets on the 6 and 8. We're at tier 2 now. Up and pull. Let's put that 10 in, 6, 4. Hey, look at this. I'm telling you what, 4 points in a row, 5, 5, hard 10. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. How great is that? That pays 20 back there, and 100 pays 200. I'm gonna actually make that look like a black chip because we're gonna use blacks every time. Look at us go. Look at us go. So the goal always, right, is to make what's out, twice what's out here, right? We had 240 out here. We made 200 of it, at 220 of it out of the gate. One more round of wins, right? And we're there. Nice win. Really nice win there. So we're not going to tier up until we have another win of that amount. That's the goal. That's the way I play this out. Next tier happens after the first tier doubles itself. 6, 3, 9. 6, 3, 9. Nina 9, center field 9, 6, 3. 100 bucks in odds behind that. Now, again, it pays 3 to 2. That pays 150 should it come out. And we're still down here. This is our first, the one time that we lost. Once we're done with the cycle, we'll compare. How about a nice repeater 9? Nope, we got a 7. Bummer. Bummer. Would have been nice to have had that happen for us. 6, 1, 7. So all this goes away. There's 60, 60, 20, and 100. All goes away. What I'll do is replace all of that. So we need 120 to replace there. So 100 and 20 replaces our 2 place bets. Come on. And down here, we lost 20 besides the 100. So we'll take a quarter, nickel change, and here's what's in our rack. We still have 135 in our rack in the profit side. We're still at tier 2. I'm gonna stay at tier 2 until I have to go backwards and reinvest the first initial 120. We're gonna stay here until this one is needed, then we go back to base. That's how I kind of work that. Not laddering up losses, we're progressing up our wins. Here we go, one more time. One more time, we got an 8, 6, 2, 8, that's the point. It goes to the 8, make the 8 look like a 9. Just gonna slide it on over. That'll pay 84 bucks, by the way, when it comes out. That'd be nice. That'd be awful nice if that would hit. 628, let's mark it in. All right, let's get our odds out there. Let's hit that 8. Let's hit the 8 again. We did, whoo, baby. Look at me go. 4-4, hard 8. 4-4, hard 8, fantastic. It pays 120 on the odds, plus 20 flat. 20 flat and 120 on the odds. Let's bring all that to the rack. We're looking pretty stout back here. We're not quite where I want to be yet, right? We'll take this for the next time, but we have in the rack 125, 150, 200 in the rack. Again, this strategy now needs to make 480. It's got to make its money back. I'll get the greens for those. It's got to make its money back plus another shot. So we're only one shot in. Staying at tier 2, made the 8. We'll tier up to tier 3 once we get another win. Becomes a 5, 100 bucks behind the line. 6 and 8 are not paying so much up here. We're hitting the line bets more than anything else. Today's a line better kind of a day, not so much the place betters kind of a day. There's an 8. All right, we got one. As I'm saying that, we get it, right? Let's put the 5 in first, and now we'll get the 8. Okay, 5 and then an 8. The 8's gonna pay, 60 pays 70. And we're getting close to this, what we need. But again, this is a strategy where we're gonna press up in here to get to that point faster. So it's gonna be a sister press on the 6 and 8, straight up on the odds. Back we go. We'll check our tier here after the roll's over. Hopefully we get some more hits in the way. Bummer. So here's the case. We're not gonna get there. We're gonna lose everything. Let's put all this back to this bank. Pass line giveth and the pass line taketh away, right? It all goes away. In our rack, in our profit side of the rack, we don't have enough to go out at 240. We can do 120 again, so we have to now go backwards and restart. Right, we progressed the wins to a point. We didn't quite get far enough with them. I'm gonna make this look like quarters. And there we go. Dwindling profits. We have 50 bucks for the odds. And there it is. Okay, one more time through. Let's try and get 3 levels in here if we can. I want to get to level 3. Level 3 is hard to get to with this strategy. Level 3 is easy to get to with the across strategy because it doesn't take very many hits to get there. Here we are again. Nice. Little pass line action. Juice right there, 6-5. There's a 4-3-7 out. Or it's a come out 7, so it doesn't matter. 4-3 come out 7. Yeah. I'm fooled because my puck should be off there. Come out 7. 4-3. Why is it saying? Oh, I missed the 7 earlier. Sorry, I missed the 7 during the roll. I didn't type in the 6-1. So now we're right. The roll tracker is correct with the number of 7, just wrong order. We're still coming out. We're still coming out. There is a 4. There we go there. 50 bucks in odds on the 4. 6 and 8 are hot. Let's tier up. Let's tier it up if we can. There's a 9. That rolled. That was a 9. Here we go. 6 and 8. And the point. Lowest house edge bets on the planet right here. Do they work? Do low house edge bets make you money? We're going to find out. 6-6. 1, 2, 3. Does nothing for me. That almost bounced off my table. Hey, look at that. We did it. Look at me rolling like a stud. 2-2. The double deuce pays well. Look at that. We're going to get paid. Awesome. $100 for the odds, $10 for the flat. That helps out a lot. We're still not quite caught up. Okay, there's 100. There's 50. And here's another 50. So we're at 200 bucks in the rack. We're not even to the 240 yet. We got to get the 240 as our first play. right? I got to see 480 out of this thing for us to go. All right, puck's off, coming out. Take the odds back. 6 the hard way. Let's move it to the 5. Let's log it in, 336. Get our odds back there. All right. There's an 8, 5-3. Sweet. Sweet. Full press, 538. Full press to get us there quicker. 35. Looks like 60 with 5 change. Another one. That's what I want to see. A double shot. 5, 6, 2, 8. That's awesome. It pays $70. Now I think we're going to be in a tier up position. 5, 3, 8. $70. I'm going to bring this back into my rack and let's see where the rack is. I think the rack is going to be where I want it to be. It's going to have, oh my God. John. There's our initial 100, 200, and $40. There's $240 in the rack with 30 in profit. That means I can go ahead and press up, right? I can take the 240 that I got here and make everything look like 120 pressure across all the bets. So I'm gonna go ahead and make the 6 also look like $60. I can't do anything back here until the next shooter, but I'm ready to go higher in odds on the next shooter or higher on the flat bet. So we've earned enough money to tier up, and I'm tiering these two things up right now in mid-roll. We'll tier up that after the next resolution. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. That was an 8. Let's get another 8. That'd be sweet. Nope. Too much talking. That's an extra nickel. Lost it. But I think we can get back out there. I think we have enough money to get out there at the right tier. Let's find out. What's in the rack? Do I have 240 in the rack? I do. So we can go out here at $20 on the pass line. These can be $60 each. That's great. There's $60 with 5 change. This will be used for our odds. We're back down to our rack being essentially empty, right? We have $10 in locked profit. We have $100 to go in odds back here, but we're on tier 2, right? We earned enough last time to tier up. This is what this is all about. Let's do it. Come on there, dude. Let's get a 527 typed in. Let's make our tiered bets. 11 yo. Love it. That's going to pay 25 for 5. Remember, our pass line bet is $20. 6-5 yo. 5. 3-2-5. Cool. Let's put $100 in odds on that 5. I'll pull it up so you can see it. 3-2-5. Here we go. Tier pressure. Let's go. All right, we got an 8. That's sweet. We got an 8. Again, we're going to full press that bad boy, right? We're going to full press. 2 hits and we're going to be where we need to be. 5, 3, 8. 2 hits on these 6s and 8s are harder to get because you have less targets, right? Here's your $70. We're going to take our cap away, put it in the rack. That's going to look like 120. So a full press of the 8 goes to 120. I love to get our tier hit here and go to the next level just so we can see it. I put the 8 in, yep. All right, here we go. Another 8. Yes. We got it. A second 8, 6-2 rather. 6-2, 8. Hell yeah, baby. That's 140. We'll pay 150 for 10 out of the rack. That can come back down now to that same base. Let's take a look at where we are. Okay. We have $240 in profit. We have exactly enough to level the whole mess up. I'm setting it back to the base level at this starting point. We can go back out again at 90, 90, and 30 down there once this bet resolves. Okay. The smart thing might be to take these things down and let that bet resolve so we can do it. I'm going to play this hand out the way it is. Hopefully tier it up. There's a 9. I really need that pass line bet to pay to do this. There it is. Oh no, it's a 9. Sorry, I thought it was a 5. 5, 4, 9. Come on. Give me that 5. Give Give me that 5. Nope, we got a 6, which is just as good. We'll take that, 516. Okay, $70. We're doing the same thing. We're gonna level it up and pull it back every time. We're gonna basically double tap these guys. Take $10 and change. Keep making this back here look like enough to play the next level. Awesome. Ah, there she is. The Grim Reaper 527 takes everything. Right, we were in a good spot. We got ourselves in a good spot, but again, the pass line is it's one target. One target. All right, we're gonna lose all of it. Bummer, dude. Where are we at? Guess what? 225, 240. We're still at level 2. $10. We're exactly where we were last time. We basically kissed our sister on that last run. We made enough money. We made enough money during the roll to cover what we lost during the roll. So hey, welcome to low house edge betting. Low house edge betting looks like that. You're gonna win just enough to tread water, right? You're gonna win 1% or lose 1% essentially on these bets all day long. All right, I think I can take one more crack at it. One more crack? One more crack at level 2, let's do it. And one green chip light there. We'll put our 240 out here again. Here's your 20. Here's the 100 for the odds. Let's see if we can get one more cycle through and then we'll call it, okay? Then I have an announcement to make after this. Oh no, we lost. We lost on our pass line. That's a sucker bet. Damn it. All right, we'll have to go back out at a lower level, I guess. You know what, I'm gonna borrow from my neighbor. We're gonna borrow $10 from the guy next to me. We'll owe him $10. There's a 4 hard way. Hard 4. 2-2, hard 4. There's our point. There's our tier 2 odds of $100. There's a 9. My phone's ringing. Who's calling me? It's not my work. No, number I don't recognize. All right, 639. There it is. Another 639. Look at me rolling the exact same thing. 6-3. Let's tear it up. Come on. 5. Nope. Bouncing around what I need. 3-2-5. This is why I like more targets. I know having more targets means you're laying against the 7, but wasting all these rolls in here while I'm waiting for these high or low house edge bets to pay kind of sucks. There's the 7. So we're gonna lose it all. And guess where we are? Literally back to 0. We have no money in the rack. We owe our neighbor $10. And we have our initial bankroll back. So we had 2 good runs at it. 2 good runs at it. 3 bad runs at it. We're back to square. Matter of fact, this 240 right here, or it's 120, pays off the 120 we lost on the very first shooter. We literally are down $10 for the day. Welcome to low house edge betting. Unless you're aggressive up in here, you're not making any money for the most part, or if you leave. If you have discipline and leave, when we're up, we should have left. But that's it. You're gonna have a lot of overall ties when you're betting that way. Let's go back to the screen. Make my announcement to you here, because I forgot to tell you something earlier. So let me go back to the main monitor here. All right, can you all see me? Nope, not yet. There we go, hi. The Pass the Rack Challenge. I forgot to talk about the Pass the Rack Challenge. Boy, oh boy, I did it last night. Here's what happened. I did the Pass the Rack Challenge. I turned the $32,000 that I got into $54,000, right? Yay for me. However, 2 things were a problem. One, lag. So I basically filmed the video so that I can come over here and then put edits on it and put the words and everything else around it. So I made the money. It was great. When I watched it back, 2 things happened. One, the drag between my voice and the dice hitting, it was 3 or 4 second lag. It looked like I was cheating. Like you hear me say something, you see my hands go, and then you'd hear the dice land like 3 seconds later. It was really weird. So it was off-putting. Also, I mispaid myself. I had a 7 roll that I called a 6, and I paid myself on the 6 and kept playing the game. That 7 should have taken my money, and it changed the whole complexion of the game. So as I watched it back, I'm like, that was a miss. I should have lost on that one. We ended up, in the end, it would have made money. I would have been at the same spot because we had a great roll. But because I screwed up the payment midway through, the whole video has to be thrown away. So I got to do it again. I'm sorry. I meant to get it done last night and put it out tomorrow. It'll be Friday Follies, by the way, will be my Pass the Rack. So I'll make that the premiere for tomorrow morning so you can watch it. But I got to refilm it because I screwed up. I screwed up twice. One, bad audio. Two, I mispaid myself on a 7. It makes the whole thing worthless. So I made money, but what a bummer. What a bummer. Okay. That's it. So hopefully I can get it done today. Hopefully the move goes well with Zach, and I'll see you all again. I probably won't see you in person until Monday, but I'll be watching along as we do Friday Night Fights and perhaps the Battle Royale. So I'm going to check really quick for queues and PCs just to make sure I haven't missed anything. Let's see. The way I'm rolling. Yeah, today's a great roll, right? We had good roll in the morning in the garage. We had a good roll here today. I should go out there and film that rack challenge right now. That would be exactly it. Anything else in the PC column that I need to address here? Let's see. Old number 7 is going to put up $100 to see KD play DG. That's great. Yeah, I think we're good. Hopefully KD writes back and we can get him out there. I think it'd be fun have him out there, meet him, and do our thing. So, all right, y'all. You have a great what is it? Thursday? Have a great Thursday. I got a long drive ahead of me, so like a 6-hour drive. So I will see y'all later on. Good luck to Chris and Mike, or Chris and Chiro. Good luck to Alfredo and Craig in the upcoming battles, and I'll see you in person on Monday. Have a good one. Bye.